Starting off at number 1, we have Black Myth: Wukong, an action RPG that takes Chinese mythology to extraordinary heights with its stunning visuals and intense combat system. This game puts you in the role of the legendary Monkey King, battling through beautifully crafted environments inspired by Journey to the West. The combat feels incredibly fluid and responsive, with a deep skill tree that lets you customize your playstyle through various stances and magical abilities. Every boss encounter feels epic and challenging, requiring you to learn patterns and adapt your strategies. The attention to detail in both the character models and environmental design is breathtaking, with each area telling its own story through visual storytelling. The game runs exceptionally well on PC, with full optimization for high-end systems, delivering smooth performance even during the most chaotic battles. What really sets this game apart is how it respects its source material while making it accessible to Western audiences, creating a perfect blend of cultural authenticity and modern game design that feels fresh and engaging throughout the entire experience. Moving to number 2 is Elden Ring, the masterpiece collaboration between From Software and George R.R. Martin that redefined open-world design. This game takes everything that made Dark Souls legendary and expands it into a massive, interconnected world filled with secrets, challenging enemies, and unforgettable boss fights. The freedom to explore in any direction you choose creates an incredible sense of discovery, with each new area offering unique enemies, lore, and rewards. Combat remains punishing but fair, demanding precision timing and strategic thinking, while giving you countless build options through weapons, spells, and character stats. The world design is phenomenal, seamlessly blending together diverse biomes, from poison swamps to crystal caves, without a single loading screen between major areas. Multiplayer integration adds another layer of depth, letting you summon friends for difficult encounters or invade other players for intense PvP battles. The boss design stands out as some of the best in gaming history, with each major encounter feeling like a test of everything you've learned. Even after hundreds of hours, the game continues to surprise with hidden paths, secret bosses, and quest lines you might have missed. At number 3 sits Baldurs Gate 3, a revolutionary RPG that proves turn-based combat can be absolutely thrilling when executed with this level of polish and creativity. Larian Studios crafted an adventure that respects player choice like few games before it, with nearly every decision rippling through the story in meaningful ways. The character creation system offers incredible depth, letting you customize not just your appearance and class, but your entire backstory and personality traits. Combat encounters feel like tactical puzzles, where environmental interaction matters just as much as your spell selection, encouraging creative solutions like shoving enemies off cliffs or using elemental combinations. The companion characters are phenomenally written, with their own goals, fears, and relationship dynamics that evolve based on your actions and dialogue choices. Voice acting and motion capture bring every conversation to life, with a level of detail rarely seen in games of this scope. The game embraces failure as part of the storytelling, rather than forcing reloads, letting you live with consequences and see how the narrative adapts. With multiple origin characters to play as and countless branching paths, the replay value is essentially infinite for anyone who loves deep narrative experiences. Number 4 brings us Cyberpunk 2077, a game that has transformed dramatically since launch into one of the most immersive open-world experiences available today. Night City feels like a living, breathing metropolis, with distinct districts, each offering their own culture, aesthetics, and stories to discover. The main storyline, featuring Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand, delivers emotional gut punches and philosophical questions about identity, mortality, and what it means to be human. Side quests rival the main story in quality, often presenting morally complex situations with no clear right answers and consequences that matter. The combat system has been refined to feel incredibly satisfying, whether you prefer stealth hacking, brutal melee combat, or precision gunplay with customizable weapons. Character progression through cyberware implants lets you essentially build a superhuman, with abilities that fundamentally change how you approach missions. The Phantom Liberty expansion added even more content, with a completely new district and storyline that stands as some of the best content in the entire game. Performance optimization has improved massively, making the game run smoothly even on mid-range systems, while still delivering jaw-dropping visuals with ray tracing enabled. Coming in at number 5 is Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar's magnum opus that sets the gold standard for open-world immersion and storytelling. Playing as Arthur Morgan, you experience one of gaming's most powerful character arcs as an outlaw struggling with loyalty, morality, and his own mortality. The attention to detail is staggering, with realistic animal behavior, dynamic weather systems, and NPC routines that make the world feel genuinely alive, rather than a backdrop for missions. Every aspect of survival matters, from maintaining your horse's health to keeping Arthur fed and properly dressed for different climates. The story takes its time to develop characters and relationships, making you genuinely care about the fate of the van der Linde gang through both triumphant moments and devastating losses. Combat feels weighty and impactful, with excellent gunplay mechanics and a cover system that flows naturally during intense shootouts. Side activities range from hunting legendary animals to playing poker in saloons, each feeling fully developed rather than tacked-on distractions. The game's commitment to realism extends to its pacing, which some might find slow, but creates an unmatched sense of presence in its meticulously crafted version of the American frontier. At number 6, we find The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, CD Projekt Red's fantasy epic that continues to captivate players years after release with its rich storytelling and expansive world. Geralt of Rivia's search for Ciri takes you across beautifully diverse landscapes, from war-torn villages to magnificent cities, each filled with contracts, mysteries, and morally ambiguous choices. The combat system strikes a balance between accessibility and depth, requiring preparation through potions and oils, while rewarding skillful dodging and sign usage during battles against both human enemies and terrifying monsters. Side quests are crafted with the same care as main missions, often featuring multiple outcomes and genuinely interesting characters rather than simple fetch tasks. The world building draws from Slavic mythology and Andrei Sapkowski's novels, creating a setting that feels both familiar and unique, with its own politics, religions, and social structures. Player choices have far-reaching consequences that can determine the fate of entire kingdoms and the lives of characters you've grown to care about. Both major expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, add dozens of hours of content that matches or exceeds the quality of the base game. The game still looks stunning on modern hardware, especially with mods that enhance textures and lighting. Number 7 presents God of War, Santa Monica Studios' bold reinvention of the franchise that transforms Kratos from a rage-fueled deity into a complex father figure. The Norse mythology setting provides fresh environments to explore, from frozen tundras to the mystical realm of Alfheim, each rendered with breathtaking visual fidelity. Combat has evolved into a more deliberate and tactical system centered around the Leviathan axe, which you can throw and recall in satisfying ways, while mixing in hand-to-hand combat and runic attacks. The relationship between Kratos and his son Atreus forms the emotional core, developing naturally as they journey together and learn to understand each other despite their differences. The game uses a single continuous camera shot throughout the entire adventure, creating unprecedented cinematic immersion without breaking the player's connection to the action. Boss battles against gods and mythological creatures are spectacular set pieces that test your mastery of the combat system while delivering memorable story moments. Exploration rewards curiosity, with hidden chambers containing challenging combat encounters and valuable resources for upgrading equipment. The PC port is exceptional, offering unlocked frame rates, wide support, and enhanced graphics options that make an already gorgeous game look even better. At number 8 stands Hogwarts Legacy, the Harry Potter game fans have waited decades for, that finally delivers on the promise of experiencing life as a Hogwarts student. The castle itself is a marvel of game design, filled with secret passages, moving staircases, and countless details that bring the magical school to life exactly as you imagined it. Your custom character's journey begins in their 5th year, immediately diving into a conspiracy involving ancient magic and goblin rebellions that threatens the wizarding world. The spellcasting combat system feels wonderfully dynamic, letting you chain together different spells for devastating combos while dodging and countering enemy attacks in real time. Attending classes isn't just flavor text, but actual gameplay, where you learn new spells and abilities that expand your options for both combat and puzzle solving. Exploration extends far beyond the castle walls into the surrounding highlands, where you can discover hidden caves, bandit camps, and magical creatures to rescue and care for. The house system matters, affecting your common room location and some quest variations, though the core story remains consistent regardless of your choice. Flying on a broomstick feels exhilarating as you soar over the landscape or compete in time trials, while the Room of Requirement provides a customizable space for potion brewing and growing magical plants. Number 9 delivers Resident Evil 4 Remake, Capcom's masterful reimagining that modernizes a classic while preserving what made the original so beloved. Leon Kennedy's mission to rescue the president's daughter takes on new intensity with updated graphics that make every village encounter and boss fight feel genuinely terrifying. The over-the-shoulder perspective has been refined with modern controls that feel responsive and precise, making combat against the Ganados both challenging and satisfying. Resource management remains crucial as you carefully decide when to use precious ammunition versus conserving it for tougher enemies, creating constant tension throughout the campaign. The game strikes a perfect balance between action and horror, never letting you feel too comfortable, even when you're well-armed and stocked with supplies. Environmental design encourages exploration, with hidden treasures and weapon upgrades tucked away in every area, rewarding thorough players while maintaining forward momentum. The merchant returns with his mysterious presence and upgrade system, letting you customize weapons to suit your preferred playstyle through various attachments and enhancements. New additions like parrying and stealth mechanics expand your tactical options without diminishing the core experience that fans remember fondly. Rounding out our list at number 10 is Starfield, Bethesda's ambitious space exploration RPG that lets you chart your own course across thousands of planets in a vast galaxy. Character creation offers incredible freedom in defining your background, traits, and skills, all of which meaningfully impact how you approach quests and conversations. The main storyline involving mysterious artifacts and the nature of the universe itself poses fascinating questions while giving you agency in how events unfold. Ship customization goes incredibly deep, letting you design vessels from scratch by selecting components, weapons, and habitation modules to create your perfect spacecraft. Combat works across multiple scales, from intense first-person gunfights on planetary surfaces to thrilling space battles where you must manage power distribution and targeting systems. The procedural generation of planets means there's always something new to discover, whether you're searching for resources, establishing outposts, or simply exploring alien landscapes. Faction quest lines offer substantial content, with their own storylines that can span dozens of hours, each presenting unique challenges and moral dilemmas. The game embraces classic Bethesda role-playing elements with environmental storytelling, skill-based progression, and the freedom to ignore the main quest entirely if you prefer building your interstellar empire through commerce and exploration.